First time you
Yes.
decide to go to Jamaica. Oh, I see you change glasses. The first time you decide to
Yes.
go to Jamaica, yeah?
Yes.
You're running around with your little group, hearing the music, the yardies, the good guys, the bad guys. You're getting influence now, yeah?
We never know no good guys them days.
Okay.
Sorry.
But there are some good yardies somewhere. But anyhow,
Yes.
you are with them and yada yada yada. Did someone approach you to go to Jamaica? How did you, the first time, not the second time? How did
Okay.
it come into
The
mind to go
first
to
the
Jamaica?
first time that I went to Jamaica and I stayed for 2 weeks, okay, only. My friends, what I told you about, their
Yeah.
parents is Jamaican.
Yeah.
One of my friends, she was the last child for her parent, okay? And her parents had said by the time they had her quite late, when she gets to 16, they're going because they'll be retirement age to go and live back in Jamaica because they've been building their houses and you know that whole
So
thing.
forth,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, so forth, yeah. So at this point, they'd now gone back to live there, her parents, and they were saying she must come over. She used to go every year from a child. So at that point, we used to, the flights, you could get cheap flight like EasyJet, £299 to go to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Okay. So we say, oh yes, we make money on the road and we are up and down. Okay, we're coming for a holiday. There was about 4 of us. We all stayed at her mum's house off Agley Park Road in town. We used to go Gemini Club, House Elliot, the full everything from way back. Yeah. Just had a holiday, loved it. We all loved it. You know, we was getting the attention. We've come from foreign. We got our little Travel Fox trainers or whatever the brand was then. The Holy Weeds. Jesus, please. Guess what happened to me?
You
Me,
get
I
high
walk-
off the weed?
No. Me, I walked down the road and thought that weed was legal in Jamaica.
Ah.
Because they always said, like, in Jamaica that it grows. So I thought it was legal. So we built up our weed and had our weed. And we was round off of Orange Street, which leads to downtown, yeah? We was off one bar, just up from Slipe Road, the next turning, yeah? And they used to have a bar in there. And we'd built up our weed, but we was leaving and I hadn't finished my weed. And we was only going across the road to Orange Villa. So I was walking, popping my
16,
weed.
17.
17, I was
Okay, good.
17, yeah?
Okay, good.
Just turned 17, yeah?
Good.
So me, I walk with my big spliff on the road feeling, Irie, like it's legal, because in England you can't do that. So her cousin said, how are your friend I do? To her, and she said, what? She's talking to me, no, police will arrest her. As she said it, a police jeep just come, whoops, right in front of us and stop. And him look out the window and say, oh, I don't know, I smoke. When I come out, can't you come take liberties or whatever he would have say. So this, I'm frightened. And that was the first time I learned that you can give them a thing and you can keep it moving.
So you give them a thing?
We give them a thing. A cousin said, let's peel off her. Them times the money was low. I can't even remember, but it weren't much. So just peel off a thing and give him a thing. But keep it moving, and I've never walked on the street in Jamaica and smoked weed again. Okay?
That was the first experience.
That was my first
Okay,
experience
okay.
like that with police and the systematic thing because I thought weed was legal. Okay, so we had a lovely holiday and we returned home. That was
2
that.
weeks, been
2 weeks.
to all the parties. How did you,
Parties, no beach. Listen, with their town, the picnic them in one. There's a place called Orange Villa, okay, on Orange Street. And back then in Jamaica, they only had 2 TV programs, okay?
JBC,
Yes, me there in a documentary on one of them channels, you know.
yeah?
Yeah. From them times from 1990, me there in a documentary, yeah. But we'll come back to that. So they had the 2 TV channels. So it's downtown Kingston. It's not Montego Bay and in a tourist area. So they don't really see white people with their eye
Yeah.
back then.
For real.
So we came in a little garrison, Orange Villa, went upstairs to my cousin's auntie house because her mum's house is more up, you know.
Upstairs,
Yeah. Okay, so I never forget, I went in and as I walked into the scheme and walking in, it's like, you know, when you watch cartoons and a group of them, they start following one person. When I looked, there was about 10 little picnic and they must say, is that Duppy that? Is that up with that? Because my skin is pale. I've not got, like some white people, if you're Italian, you're kind of tannish, innit? I've got Irish skin, white. So they never see this yet. So we went upstairs in the house and this group of children is like following us through the skin. Is it up with that? So I'm thinking to my friend, they say, but she found travel facts. Come, I have a bad pair of travel facts what I got from New York, because I used to go to New York then and do buying and selling at my young age, yeah? So went upstairs in the house now, and we went in the house. As we went in the door, there was an armchair here, okay? So I sat down in the armchair.
Yes.
I sat down. All of a sudden, when you watch cartoon, like when you see kids, when they're following someone and you see all these heads poking around the door, Miss said the heads them just come around the door, look at me and say, she just sit there, she not move. Is she real? Is she a duppy? And I'm thinking to myself, what's a duppy? I didn't even know what a duppy was then, yeah? Mm-hmm. One of them got brave. Said me, I'm thinking, what's going on? Why's all these kids swimming me?
17 at the time, folks. 17
Yeah, 17. So, even though I grow in Blackpool, this is a new experience. One of them must have took brave, because they were saying, you go in, you go. Like they're edging on each other. And one of them come in. So the chairs like that. And as they come in to go over there, you go over there to the room, they were she's real. And the whole of them start come in and run up and go in the room. And I sit there like this thinking, oh, what is fuck me? You know what I mean? That was another experience I would never forget, okay? Okay, so anyway, all in all, I love Jamaica. Went home, we all loved it.
We're still in Jamaica.
No,
what was your first, did Jamaica live up to your experience? What you have in the head? Because a lot of British, a lot of Dutch, they have this thing about Jamaica, what they read in the newspaper, what they see on TV, they think, experience. Was the experience you were expecting as a 17-year-old the first time?
Okay, the first time.
Mm-hmm. The feeling you got when you get off the plane.
The first time I didn't have any expectations.
Yeah.
I only thought I can smoke weed freely and I can dance to music. That's all I had in my mind going. I'm not a sunbathing person. I didn't want to go to the beach. None of this. Back then, you wasn't really, unless you was a Jamaican person who bought the Gleaner newspaper in England. Nothing of Jamaica's in the paper. There was no internet, so nobody know nothing. You can't look on TikTok. Like now, the whole world is actually under the influence of Jamaica culture. Right now, in 2023, Jamaican culture, music, dress, dance, slang, is taking over the whole globe.
But back then, no.
Back then, it wasn't. You would only know really about Jamaica if you was a descendant of a Jamaican, you're a Jamaican, or your friends is Jamaican, like that. Or if you're a tourist person and, you've got a certain amount of money. At 17, you're not really financially secure, even though we money did up because we had juggle on the road. That's what I'm saying. When money did up, we was hype. Yeah? So with that now, I just was going. I don't know what I was going to expect more than I could smoke weed freely and I'm going to get to go to Bodyguard. I'm going to get to this place where they keep calling around Old Harbour, where Super D comes from Old Harbour? Super D, the sounds?
I have no idea.
Okay, all of that. That's all I was thinking about. And that was that. And I enjoyed it. My friends enjoyed it. Met somebody.
Oh, you met a guy? Please elaborate.
A guy. The guy that I met is my friend's cousin. Him living at the house where me going and the picnic.
As him should. I can relate.
Yes.
Yeah, fresh meat come, yeah?
Yes.
Whitey come in the house.
Yes, Whitey.
You're from me, go.
Yes. Okay, so you see the guy, that I was 17, he was 17.
Oh, God.
And him have two elder brother. And the two elder brother, straight away, them a try and look me. He was shy.
Oh, you like the shy guy?
Yeah. I'm a husband to this day. Me and him married right now.
You and him married?
Me and him married.
Salute to that guy in Copia one time, yeah?
So we didn't get married straight. We've been married for 20 years, but we first then, but that's like 33 years ago. So we have children now. My daughter's 19, my son's 18. So even if it was, me I got hook the whitey there.
Yeah.
We hooked
something
to
come from
we
it.
tie. with tie. I tie them, tie
As
me.
it should be.
I tie them, tie me at St. Thomas.
As it should
You hear
be.
what me say?
Yes,
I tie them, tie me at St. Thomas. Okay.
Okay, so
Yes.
this is your first 2 weeks experience, yeah?
Yeah, yes,
And then
yes.
you fly back to England. What happened now in England when you fly back that make you say, okay, then I have to go back?
Okay. So what? I just love the vibes. My friends were going back and forth
back and
regularly.
forth,
The flights were cheap, as I said. They weren't cheap to everybody, but because we had juggle upon the road, that was nothing.
You
Okay.
keep saying, I keep saying juggling. What the juggling? Stones,
Hustler. We are
football,
hustle,
what?
hustle. From I say the yardies and it's underground, it's like a crime syndicate
So you're
lifestyle.
hustling weed, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, they hustle weed.
Yeah, weed, I think. Yeah.
Weed.
Everybody do it.
Yes,
That's what I
yes,
say.
yes.
You're young and blah,
Okay,
blah, blah.
yeah. Okay, so I remember now, weed is now in the process of being a big medical herb.
But not back
Well,
then.
not back then, but it is now. So really and truly, it wasn't really a bad thing. It was just kept down by Babylon. You see? Okay, so I put that in for a reason, yeah?
Yeah.
So went back home. As I said, we are hustle on the road or whatever. I got a proposition. Many people who juggle on the road, they will get propositions. Oh, go to Jamaica. You want to go to Jamaica? When you come back, you can bring back some weed, marijuana.
Okay.
So you see where I'm going with this. At my young 17 years of age, no
Naive.
internet, none of these. Of course I'm naive, but I thought that I was street-wise because me I hustle and I juggle on the street and I do all these things. I don't know why I thought weed was legal in Jamaica. No one ever said it was. I just thought it was because Jamaica, the land, and the Rastas smoking weed. I just assumed, yeah? So anyway, go to Jamaica and bring back some weed, okay? Now, I didn't get back.
Yeah, wait, we don't reach there yet.
Okay.
So that guy proposed to you that you should go. Did he say, okay, I'll buy a ticket and you just go
Oh,
and
yeah,
do your stuff?
it was a whole business package.
Okay, what year, what age were you at that time?
Still 17.
Still 17?
Still 17. It was 1989. It was about a couple months before my 18th birthday.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And you made a decision to go back and become a carrier, for lack of a
Yes,
better word.
yeah.
Let's keep it real. This is an
Yeah, we're gonna keep
Yeah,
it real,
we keep it real.
and I'm coming out and I'm saying this. A lot of people know this, and I've been told that I mustn't talk. I have been told not to talk about this on this interview. Not from anybody because I do have a team sometimes
Yeah, I
where I get
understand.
advice from and everything. But to be honest, where I'm going in my life, I know this comes back and forth, but it all will make sense. I'm hoping that I can be some sort of mentor for children with
that's it. Of
ADHD
course.
because I have lived the life. Me wear the t-shirt, me polish floor prison in Jamaica with t-shirt.
Yeah, we're not there
No,
yet.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. So my way they say I've been there, done that, wore the t-shirt. I've gone extremely further than just being there, done that. So I have the real life experience to be a mentor for children with ADHD. That because of the educational system in England's letting them down, they go to the road of crime. Right now in England, right now, Itaguan. Some of them have nobody to relate to. So this is why I've chosen to say this.
Okay.
Okay. I'm putting that as a liability thing. Okay.
I understand.
Yeah.
And we are because sometimes we have to tell
May I get tapped? May I get tapped? May I take off the
the
jacket?
older story. Some of us we have to tell the story
backstory.
so the younger ones can learn.
Yes.
Because it's a sweet talk. Yeah? It's a sweet talk. The guy who wants you to go get it, he will sweet talk it. And
Yeah,
no doubt he's an older man than you. It's not a 17-year-old telling you, go get that. No, it's an older guy in the late 30s or so. Say,
Yes.
yo, this is it, blah, blah, blah. And they can convince you and tell you, yo, nothing will happen. It's easy. No, nobody will tell a 40-year-old guy or woman to go do this. They won't.
Yeah.
Because we live it.
Yeah, us. But there's people of that age group who will still do it because they've been sheltered away from particular lifestyle. So at the age of 40, if they meet someone and start to get drawn into a circle, they're still naive
Naivety.
because they don't even have no cultural reference background of anything, you know? And I'm saying that because at that time when I had this experience, there was a white English lady, which we will say where the place was. She was at least in her 40s then.
And also got
She was
caught
there. She was already there. She was nearly finished her sentence for weed. Big woman would have pitney and all of them
with a
things.
black guy.
I can't remember. I don't
Okay,
remember.
let's
But anyway,
get
yeah.
back. So the
yeah.
second time you're going, somebody approached you. So you went to walk us through the story, please. Some from the approach, they approached you, and you went, and then
Well, it's not the scenario what you have just said, yeah. That happens to a lot of young ladies, okay? It's happening to this day with people still, okay? Me personally, when I decided to go with this weed thing, I wasn't approached by, he was in his 30s, like you said, because they're a bit more older, so
Of
they
course.
established themselves financial and their links in Jamaica, right?
yeah.
He didn't approach me, because he didn't only approach me. So he didn't approach me as he's going to look me and try and sweet talk me up and fool me up
Yeah.
to get me to do that. He saw that me and my friends, we was doing road already. So then just say, yo, I have a business deal for you, like blah, blah. And was like, what is it? And he would say, but there was a lot of people doing it in this circuit sort of thing. And he was like, look, you know, sister, my girl went the other day and she went, and then I come and they're back and forth. It's fine. You know, there's always, we got contacts on the inside. They probably had
That's called
contacts in
buttering you
Jamaica.
up. It's called buttering you up.
Buttering you up. No, but you do know it's realistic in Jamaica that there is enough corrupt people in the immigration, in the customs and all of these things. They're corrupt in England as well, but it might not be
To the extent.
so in your face, but them corrupt. The police is corrupt, yeah? So anyway, that was that. Was given the proposition, took up the proposition, went about my business. And this time, I haven't gone with no friends. Do you get me?
You got paid upfront, or it was promised?
No, I didn't get paid up front.
Okay.
I didn't get paid up front. And that never really bothered me at that time because I had friends who had done it and they always came back and got their money. You understand? So that really, but yeah, any business you do, get money up front moving forward. Yeah, so with that now, what happened next after that? Bobs took up myself and went about my business over there
Now you're in Jamaica.
So
yeah?
now I'm in Jamaica. When they are bad people place.
Which parish? Kingston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me there Tivoli, me there around a Java,
Yeah.
me there in a hot fire, me meet Siaga, me go
Yeah.
around an office. You know how much people can say they go around an office? And you know what office me I talk from Mr. Siaga? Jim Brown office, all of that. Come here, picnic them time there. Me and Jim Brown daughter, Mumpai, she died now. They killed her after they burnt Jim Brown to death in the prison cell. Within the same month, that was early 1990, they killed her and she had another sister. They had different mums but the same dad. Her name was Anne. She got killed as well. And both of them was my age. That was very shocking for me when I heard that. Okay, so from I'm mentioning them names, me then at that circuit, them time there.
Wow.
So
So
you
you-
can chat to me, no really. No, so that's why sometimes I always say, from a long time, me a bad breed picnic. And sometimes people's life, you don't know, you have a destiny in life. All my life experiences that I've had have brought me back to where I am today. And if I didn't have those experiences in my younger day, I wouldn't be here.
understand.
You know, so for
Of
me,
course.
I take it, I've reached to an age now where I can look back and I can say, okay, people make wrong decisions in life.
I made a lot
happen.
of wrong decisions myself.
Lots of people do. It can mess up your life as a young person. There's been jobs I've wanted to do. I can't even go for them because I've got this X against my name. Do you understand? And stuff like that. Had I have known all of these things at an earlier date, maybe I wouldn't have made them decisions. But if I wasn't getting thrown out of school, I wouldn't have been like that anyway. Do you understand? Because I wanted to be a fashion designer. When I left school, I applied for London College of Fashion in 1986, 88, beginning of 1988. They refused me entry because I didn't have basic for GCSEs. I mean, I tell you, say, mina dance. All of the teachers know I was in high level band. So that's why I got in a lot of trouble, because they say academically I should have been able to do more. So I'm just here disrupting, like, get out, get out. Me never get flinked to the back of the class yet. Out in the corridor, expel, suspect, all of that.
And now
Okay?
you are here.
And now I am here.
But
and that's why I go around in circles, because it all comes back in a one.
And I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Now you're with Jim Brown, the family, blah, blah, blah. And it's time to leave. It's time to leave with whatever. When did you get the...
Okay, me I gotta say, I'm gonna make sure clear say.
Yeah.
Jim Brown or his family was not my link. Because me no want nothing for rally back from nothing.
Yeah, I understand, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
They know the link who was my link. And they had a room over one part. So we're staying at a room because they want me to be somewhere that is secure, that nobody can come and fast. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
If you don't mind telling, was it in the suitcase or packaging thing?
Oh, no, it's on your body. It gets
Oh.
packaged on your body. But I'm not going to go into any more detail about that, okay? No, no more
So,
detail about that.
so okay, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
I respect that. So here comes the day of the airport. Yeah, you go.
Oh, yes. I was going home.
Yeah.
I went through where you go through the first security bit, where you're going to go through the arch. You know, before. So back then, obviously, the airports 1989 wasn't as big as they are now, the Kingston airport or whatever, yeah? So it was quite basic. So you come in, you check in, you put in your suitcase, and you go through. So when you go through, you'll go through the arch, the security arch, where you'll go through and you'll be in the departure lounge before you take a flight.
Yeah.
So going through that part, before I got through the arch, a customs officer said, "Can you come over here?"
Oh, and we leave it at there. Listen.
Yes.
We have to continue on the next time. Yo. We have to go and see what really happened, yeah? Imagine an 18-year-old in Jamaica.
I wasn't 18, me 17, and you have to
17.
illegally then fling me over them big walker.
We will talk about all
Illegal,
that in
illegal,
the next
illegal.